Hi everybody. I know I put this on Facebook, and Twitter and all my other social media stuff, but I wanted to start doing vlogs and doing some writing blogs about my experience here at Anderson and how my writing process and music process is going, and maybe some of the backstories of the songs that I've written or already written, and let you know what's going on with that kind of stuff. So for my first one today, I thought I would talk about the song They Call It Love and the backstory about that one and how I started writing stuff a while back, like how I began that writing journey. So I'm going to start back from the beginning. About the time I was about 15 or 16, I started writing kind of. I don't know, like I have a hazy memory about it. It wasn't very good, that's all I remember, so I didn't keep a lot of it. I mean, I think I have some of it in a journal, like back at my my home, but a lot of it I didn't do much with. I was kind of discouraged. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know if I should pursue writing, but I really loved playing my guitar and singing stuff, and I thought the idea of me coming up with something that I had written myself was really cool. But then somebody told me about this songwriting contest that they had locally, and it was like by county, I think, and I decided to do that. How old was I? I was 16. It was about the winter, springtime of my junior year, I think, and that's when I started writing They Call It Love. And that song was like the first, like I think that was one like the first really good ones I had written. I wrote some other stuff, it was okay, but that was really good. But it didn't just like overnight become really good. It took a lot of effort and editing and lots of fixing. I actually found some of the original lyrics earlier today on my Google Drive from a few years ago. It was different. It was totally different. And I started writing it, but I wasn't really sure what it was about. I wasn't sure if it was about somebody being in love or if it was about somebody that wanted to be in love. I wasn't sure about it. At the time, I was about 16 and a half, almost 17. And I think it reflected how I felt, and I came to terms with it. It was about wanting to be in love, and really it was a reflection of my feelings in a way, how I felt about love and my kind of like my idea of it, and I just had this need to find love and romance, and that was really strong. Just really strong emotion for me, and so that song definitely reflected how I felt, and so I made it about somebody wanting to be in love. It was really about me wanting to be in love, but that was a little embarrassing for me to admit. So, and that was really important for me to realize that. And I didn't win the songwriting competition, but I didn't let that stop me from anything. Later, about that time after the competition, because the people there, they really liked it. They said they liked the song. Anyway, sometime after that, I discovered, I think that's when I discovered Orange House Music Business Camp. My mom was looking up music camps for me to go to over the summer, because that's something I just hadn't done before, even though my family had talked about it, and I thought it sounded really interesting, because I didn't know what music business camp meant. There were other places that had camps, but they were like for like strings or band or show choir, and none of that really fit me. That wasn't really under my category, and I felt kind of left out in a way. But when I read the description, I was totally sold, even though I was terrified. A lot of people don't know this, but the day before, I started crying a lot because I was really scared about going to camp. I was terrified. I'd never been to music camp. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. But it totally changed everything. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen that week. I had no idea. It was crazy. That's when I got my song selected to be recorded. I played it for the producer of the CD compilation, Stephen Potasic, and the other people, counselors, and some of the staff, they picked it out. And I was really excited because I didn't think it was that great of a song, really, because I was not very confident, and I knew so little about writing and musicianship and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, I'm not sure about this, they're probably not going to select it. And I just was like preparing myself for the letdown of not being on the album. But I was really surprised when they announced that I would be on it. I was really happy. And that was great. And being in the studio at Gaither's was a really great experience for me. I was really scared because, not gonna lie, because you had a time crunch. They only had like about an hour or less to get all my stuff recorded, do all the takes, and I had to do quite a few takes because I wasn't used to recording like that professionally, so that was really big. It was really intimidating, but it was really pivotal for me, and it was a really high point, even though it was kind of hectic. And then later in the week, about I think Saturday, they gave out awards for things, and I was shocked when I found out that I won the Songwriter Award. I won Outstanding Songwriter of the Year for the camp, and I was overwhelmed. I had no idea. It was such a surprise. All these things were a surprise to me. I did not think that people actually really liked my music that much, or my song. I didn't think it was that great, and I didn't think I was a very great writer because I was not confident in myself as an artist. I was not confident in myself as a writer since I was pretty new to it. And I was so overwhelmed, I bawled on the stage. There's not any video of it, I don't think. I hope not, because that was really embarrassing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so, and I've never done that before, so I was overwhelmed with joy when I got to do that. And it really changed everything for me, because after that, I walked away thinking that I had to go to school to Anderson. There was no other way around it. I had to go to school here. Because where else would I be encouraged like this and be able to study this kind of thing? I didn't know where else, so I applied here and like to one other school in case I didn't get into the school, and I got in, and I was so happy. That was it for me, and I'd never been so sure about a decision in my life because usually I'm pretty indecisive about things. Going to Anderson was not one of those things. So that's the backstory of my song. In some of my other posts, I'm going to talk about what I've been doing here so far, and maybe talk about the Johnny song and other things about what's going on. But for now, that's it. So see you later.